Hi. Let me see. Do I have everything done? Oopsie. Um, Let me see. Um, I don't know how to post a link. Oopsie. Lars, could you post a link in the core? Okay. Hi. Um, I will be currently talking about a situation that's currently going on right now with being stalked and harassed. I am currently to this day on April 23rd, 2023. Oh, interesting. 23. I'm currently still being stalked to this day, and it's just getting frustrating and annoying at this point because this person who's stalking or harassing me is thank you, Domo. Hi, Domocito. This person who's stalking and harassing me thinks that for some reason, even though all their posts are about me, that I shouldn't be looking or taking evidence of some sort about the things that they're saying about me to show that they're still exhibiting the same thing that I called them out for, stalking me, but not being directly in contact with me. Olar said, thank you, Bessie. I think that alone is very weird. Like, how can you spin and post all your posts being about a person, but you don't want me to look at it? The very thing that he's doing is still consists of stalking and harassing people. This is harassment, and whether anybody wants to view it as a form of domestic violence, it is an act of violence. Any state law or whatever in your state, you may look up what stalking is, and they will tell you that it's a direct act of violence. It is violent to stalk somebody. The things that he's doing is under the grounds of stalking. So many states say that stalking is, like I said, a form of direct domestic violence. I don't know if this person realizing what stalking behaviors include, and some of those are unwanted and intrusive communication via telephone, mail, or online communication, cyber stalking, which is currently what this person is doing, cyber stalking me, and has been cyber stalking me. And I have proof of this person admitting to cyber stalking me. So, repeatedly sending unwanted flowers and gifts. That happened. Harassing a victim in or his or her friends and family online. I have screenshots of this person DMing my friends. Even to this day, is still posting screenshots from people in my life. And I know that he's still watching these people, even though he was blocked on his other page, because some of the pictures that he's posted is new profile pictures for them. So it's like you have to go on their page to see it. You are looking for things and taking things and putting them in context that they're not. Spreading rumors or false information online or by word of mouth. Stalking is another form of stalking. Actively seeking private information about a victim. Doxing a victim. All forms of stalking. So whether this person wants to realize it or not, he's still stalking me. I don't know what his goal is of posting these old screenshots from what I said to him and the things that I've done. But there's some things to go over, and I will be going on this person's page to go over these things because yes, whether I'm blocked or not on this person's page, I don't know how YouTube's blocking feature works. All I know is that I'm able to look and view it. So it's direct line of proof of what this person is saying about me in real time. So yeah, I'm going to look at his page. And also, this person has 4 or 3 or how many ever more accounts with videos showing my legal name, posted my address that I did not give him, and is now saying that I gave him my aunt's address. I never lived with my aunt. My aunt's dead. Now she's dead. And when I was telling him I was going to pick up mail from my aunt, it was a family situation. It had nothing to do with him. And why would I give him my aunt's address? That doesn't make any sense. The address he doxed is not my aunt's address. It's not. So, God. Okay, so I will be pulling up this person's page to show a live rapport of what this person is actively doing. I will not show the pictures of this person posting without my consent a picture of my body, but I do have screenshots of it, whether I am a sex worker currently and I post pictures of myself. You can still engage with posting people's pictures without their consent. I did not give this person permission to post these pictures of me, but they're still doing it. And I think it's really disgusting and weird how they keep trying to say that I liked them when they were 16. We will go over all of that. Some of the accusations being made about me right now is I liked him when he was underage. This is what he's saying. I liked him when he was underage. I gave him my address. I have an abusive or had an abusive boyfriend or have an abusive boyfriend who I'm not calling out. I refuse to call out the people who tried to take down his channel in 2013. Like that has anything to do with me? Weird. I refuse to call out Rakib. I didn't reject him when I had a partner. And if I didn't like him, I should have rejected him. We're going to go over that. And we're going to go over the messages that I sent him. This will not be a long thing because I got shit to do and people to talk to. This will not be a long thing, but it will be addressing some of these delusion that this person is doing. Also, any person who is going with the whole theory of Amber Heard, just ew. Like, we're gonna go over the contradiction this person is making by saying, for one instance, I'm sending him pictures of myself, and then other instance posting that I said, well, he said he dared me to do it. It doesn't matter if it's a dare or not. It's still the point that it's like, dude, I didn't want you after that. I didn't want you doing that. Anyway, all right, let me scroll back up before I go into this. Also, the fact that this person's description says, don't trust any of my past acquaintances of friends. Rakib is allegedly known to blackmail. People associated with him have ulterior motive. Him and including my own family took advantage of my ASD and my mental shortcoming. Ew, what is this? I'm sorry. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, hold on. Hi, Voidy. Ciao. Delulu? Very Delulu. Jesus Christ. Let me see. All right. Here, all right, we starting it. All right. So this person says that he has me blocked from his channel, and I don't know why she would be checking my page if she's blocked, because all you're doing is posting about me. Like, if a person is just posting about me, posting my ad, and people are messaging me and also harassing me, why would I not check it? This video is also direct proof that this is happening, just in case this person deletes it or their page gets deactivated. So this is happening in live time. I don't know what this information is on this, whether this is real or not. Great, I have the ADHD too. Okay, a lot of people have ADHD. A lot of people have autism. A lot of people have depression. I have PTSD. I live with clinical depression as well. Great. Whatever. Doesn't show a date on this. Doesn't show a primary care doctor. I don't know what this is. What is this? Ray? This whole situation with Etika is very weird, because the last time I talked to Etika, he told me that it was a good, which I also have proof of that. He also told me it was a good idea for me to publicly out him, because he was also trying to get him to leave me alone, and he would not leave me alone. So don't know what's the point of this. He's not the only person who lost this person. Christine and several others are mourning him, and Christine was in a relationship for him for a long time. So the fact that he doesn't understand or doesn't seem to care how triggering this also can be for her, who actually had a real relationship, not a relationship that was bought, by buying him stuff for his channel to ignite loyalty, which is another thing that I see him doing to a lot of people, is saying, you leave me hanging, I'm about to be homeless, and all the other stuff that he's been trying to like push people to get him money or whatever the fuck, like weird manipulative things, saying bad things about people in order to get them to reply is manipulation. I don't know about the situation, but RIP to him. I've been great lady shit is coming around a bit. Why did he underline this? Okay. She's about to give up on life and let a titan eat her. Ew. But then she sees a pomegranate, which is a fruit that stands for a life of fertility. What? I have 3 psychotic episodes that lasted long periods. Why surprised it didn't diagnose me with schizophrenia before? Alright. I have people in my family who are schizophrenic. I know everybody's episodes is not the same, but I've know people who are also schizophrenic who take accountability and talk about the things they did while they were in the episode, while they're not in the episode anymore. The same with any other mental health thing. The same if you are any type of person and your mental health is not in its right state of mind. You can say this, for example, a person who is an alcoholic and they did bad things while they were inebriated. No matter if they were inebriated or not, they were not conscious, they were not active for the things they were doing, but they still have to deal with the consequences of the things of how it changed other people's lives. Because just because you were in an episode or something does not negate or take away from the fact that you are affecting people. If you hurt someone while you're in a psychosis or a schizophrenic episode, you still hurt them. Whether you were in an episode or not, you have to own up for that. Like, that's just, you still did that. And whether you remember it or not, you did it. Yeah. Also, Dez even blocked me. We were following each other. He blocked anybody who was trying to help him in that type of sense. What Fiona is saying here is true. I don't know why he's posting this about him in this way. Also, I've seen and heard the nasty things that he said about Etika. So I don't get it. It's like 1 minute he's saying really terrible things about him, and then the next minute he's trying to make it seem like he helped him. And I don't get it. Anyways, on to the next one. I've been slandered by more than one woman, and I've been misled while in bad mental states. Great, go get some help. Not only have people in my family manipulated and encouraged, worsen my episode while I'm in for psychosis, but my older sister misled me something into 2018. One reason I think she may have autism, not your business. Once, but my therapist at times was saying that what she told me wasn't necessarily true or good at the time. Also, my therapist misled me on one interaction, but I don't know if that interaction was serious issue or not. I don't like how this person is weaponizing and choosing what fits his narrative, and even in regards to a therapist. The same therapist probably that I helped him find, and the same therapist that told him to leave me alone, that he also posted my therapist, he texted me, my therapist told me to leave you alone, but don't even want to listen to the therapist. So the one I post the most pictures on, so admitting to posting most pictures, but I shouldn't look at it, right? Contacted my sister about a wife of mine under the table in 2020. Meaning there is something else lying on my name in 2020, because I never had a wife under the table. A lot of people are lying on me. All right. Is there any way for me to pull up the fact that this person, I don't even know how to do that. I could post it in the community post on my YouTube. There's a person who reached out to me in 2020 with pictures of her and him, saying and showing me the information of something along the lines of saying that she was his wife, or she dated him. She was dating him, and he was begging her to be his wife, because she said, I have screenshots of the entire interaction. She has pictures together with this person. She had pictures together with him. She said that he told her that he was not a citizen of the United States, and he was using that as a means to pressure her into marriage. The other personal information of hers, I do not want to disclose, whether I am in contact with this person or not. It was some personal things that she said she was battling, that he was using money to basically keep himself in her space. She is not the only woman who reached out to me about this person. So yes, I contacted his sister, who was watching me and following me, and told me that she was following me because her brother, him, told her to watch me and follow me. And I asked her about the situation because the woman who contacted me also said that he left her a very alarming and scary message with my name in it, my legal name, and also my name, Kat Hartwell, saying that he was going to come to the state that I was in. So she was reaching out to me to warn me, and also to talk to me about some things, because that's how she found out about me, is he left a voicemail on her phone saying these things. So that is what it is. This is what happened. I don't know, and I don't have any proof that he was married to this person. Not all I know is I have proof that this person reached out to me, has pictures of this with this person, and showed me screenshots of the things from his number, which I've had that number before of what he was saying to her. So I know it's him. I don't need to lie on the loser. Number one. I've talked to one acquaintance, and she told me she never told this girl any of these things. Well, the acquaintance is not the woman who told me. Congratulations. The woman who this person was directly involved with reached out to me. His sister did not tell me. No other acquaintances of him told me. The person who was directly involved with me reached out to me and told me. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about and why he's saying this, because that's not true. I don't know if someone like Ra, I don't know who Ra is, or something else, is using selfies with people I've known and messaging her pretending to be them. Whatever it is, he misled me multiple ways to. Also, this woman talked to me and show her voice and show screenshots. So I don't know why whatever. I don't know if that stuff worked out, since I was focusing on making videos time, like you all will hound me for. Okay, I could say this. He did tell me that a reason he wanted to quit YouTube is because of how his fans was treating him. He did say that. So I, like multiple videos on his page, encouraged him to just be transparent about how he felt, which is another reason why he said he made his other page, because this page of his, which is also very violent, that he's posting these pictures and stuff of me, he was tailoring it towards kids, because at the time of making this page, he was a child himself. So a lot of those people grew up watching him, and a lot of people who were still younger still watch him. So he wanted to make it like kid friendly and not curse and stuff like that. So he made that Obama Sama page, I think is what it's called, and he was cursing and stuff, which sound very forced, his cursing. But he made that page and he was doing that. So I was like, I think you should just be transparent and tell your fans what's going on. Which is another thing I got upset at him about, because I'm like, why did you say everything I said to you word to word instead of like, it was weird. You know what I mean? Like, why are you, what? I was depressed for years before I quit because my mom disowned me over money, and then dealing with other people misleading and manipulating, gaslighting me for years. Okay, number one, if I was this person's mom, I would not talk to him at all. He's doxed his family, talks shit about his family, and doxes her said boyfriend and posts pictures of him. Why would you want to talk to anybody who's doing that? Like, nobody has to talk to you because you're that family member. Like, loans and donations. If she never liked me, why play mind games? Why encourage begging and other things I was doing? Because she said to me, even in the fifth pic, she is saying I wasn't overstepping boundaries. Okay, number one. In one instance, if you're overstepping boundaries in one instance, does not mean that you're overstepping boundaries in another instance. Boundary overstepping depends on the situation that you're in. Me personally, I don't care if somebody wants to talk to me about how they feel emotionally, romantic, or anything. That doesn't mean I don't have to have the same or similar feelings for you to express that you have some type of interest towards me. I'm not going to tell a grown adult to not like me. Whatever feelings you have, you can manage them. If I tell you and you ask me if I have feelings and I tell you no, which I did, then it is what it is. But he wanted to convince me to like him. Why didn't she say something about how I shouldn't like her at the moment because she has a boyfriend, even though she knew I was pushing to date her? Hey, this is the type of entitlement and delusion from a person. Number one. Hi, Rocky. Number one. Hi, Ryan. How are you? The interesting part is this. Nobody has to tell you about their relationship status at all. That is not your business. I know a lot of femmes and mages like to, or anybody, like to tell people of their relationship status to get somebody to leave them alone. But a no should be the thing that gets you to leave that person alone. I don't need to tell anybody about my relationship status in order to get them to not like me. That's not their business. That's the same type of thing that a lot of people try to do when they're out somewhere. They're like, I have a boyfriend. And a lot of times that does not work. People do not care about that things. But I would rather somebody censor me not expressing those type of feelings towards them rather than them feeling entitled to know my relationship status. Because the way this person even found out my relationship status at the time. Oh, I know you didn't want anything, Rocky. I was just saying hi because I looked over at the chat. It's so entitled to think that somebody is supposed to tell you their relationship status. Nobody has to tell you any of that. And the reason he found out the status at the time was because he was stalking me. He was going through things on my page and found him and saw that picture and called me yelling about the situation, and demanding to know why I didn't tell him. So the day that he did that, it was very triggering for me. I told him some triggering things about another abusive person. I never said the person was abusive. I said the other person I was dealing with, who I knew through him, was abusive. I said other things, not insinuating abuse at all. So I feel like he's mixing it up. And number two, say for example, the relationship I had with him was abusive, or if I was currently in an abusive situation, why would you try to weaponize somebody's abuse? Why would you think that I should center an abuser who I'm trying to get things in line with for my safety or survival? Why do you think I should do that? Because I called you out and I'm talking about how you're stalking me and using mental health and weaponizing suicide. Why? I don't or never called out or made a public post about the person who was abusing me. I never made anything about that. I don't have to. The things that I choose to talk about in regards to my abuse is things that I choose to talk about depending on what I want to talk about. I don't have to talk about any of these things. It's not his business. It's not anybody else's business. But if you won't leave somebody alone and they're telling you, hey, if you don't leave me alone, your friends have tried, I have tried. If you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna bring this public. Leave me alone or it's gonna come public. And you still don't leave a person alone. This is why the situation is public. Simply put. So this is not a false accusation. You talking about I came up with multiple false accusations. I have multiple screenshots in my article, my Medium article, which also he had a lawyer reach out to me and send a cease and desist to me. I replied to this lawyer with information and asking him where's the slander and where's the dishonesty. And I also had a lawyer reply to his lawyer and never got a response. His lawyer, before my lawyer replied to him, his lawyer was like, they gave me 10 days or something to take things down. That's what they said. And I was like, I'm not taking anything down. So we can take this to court. Then his lawyer replied back to me. Jeffrey, his lawyer was named. It was Jeffrey. In case he wanted to say I'm lying about that. Jeffrey replied to me saying, where is it? Jeffrey G replied to me saying, as you know, the defamatory only applies to publication or false information. No need to provide proof. I simply ask that we all find a less public way to deal with your concerns. I'm more willing to talk to you. This is what a lawyer said to me, his lawyer. How do you email me saying that I'm posting false information and there's no need to provide proof of false information or the truth that I provided when you're telling me that I posted false information? Like, what? So after I replied to him and he said, I'm more willing to talk to you, I called the office, no answer. I email back, no answer. My lawyer emailed back, no answer. And I even have screenshots of him saying, I told her as well, if she wanted to go public, I understand, and didn't try to stop her. Whatever brought her peace. I'm sorry. So it's just like, dude, what? You knew everything that I was gonna say. You were doing all of these things. Like, what a loser, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Oopsie. Okay, where is it? Sarcasm means saying I'm playing games at this point. There's no need to play games with somebody who I'm always gonna win with, number one. Or me saying oh my god. Katie question lover. Why encourage me November 20th if you wanted nothing to do with me? Also, she said her favorite character was Hisoka from... First of all, Hisoka was not my favorite character. I liked his character design. That is it. If anybody knows anything about me, I don't really have a favorite of anything. I always list my top 5 things about something. Oh, whatever she's going into it with this. If she had a boyfriend that wasn't abusive, like she allegedly in private said, why isn't she turning me down? No disencouragement whatsoever. It's so funny how I showed him a mole because we were talking about body parts and stuff like that. And he posted a picture of me showing him that mole and him talking about all this stuff. And then calling me over and over. And literally showing me telling him to calm down and stop over calling me. And then his excuse is that he's high. Like, what in the fuck is wrong with this person? It's just like, you're literally showing that you are weird. Like, why would I tell you to calm down over text messages when I can read the text at any regard? Versus, oh my god, this is what I said. This is why I like smart men. Literally. It's funny they be stealing. I'm not overstepping boundaries, am I? Okay, this is one time asking if you're overstepping boundaries. Great. Oh my god. Why does she call her allegedly abusive boyfriend out for tweets like this? Maybe because he is abusive like she told me at one point, and she's covering up something she doesn't want to say. But this is extremely selective about calling me out. Okay, let me pause on this for example. If I was currently in an abusive situation, this person doesn't know my relationship status. He doesn't know who I'm talking to or what I'm dealing with. He doesn't know anything of that raw. But for what he's insinuating right there now, if I was currently with this person that he said I told him was abusive, why do I have to call out the abusive situation that I would currently be in order to what? What, like, make it make sense. So because I'm calling him out, I have to call out somebody else. Like, I can call out who I want to call out. She would allegedly say things over the phone like baby Kobe can get it. Ew. Yes, he showed me a video. All right. Anybody? Exactly, Damo. anybody who knows me knows, seriously, is insane, literally. Anybody who knows me, right, even this person has admitted it, I am very much not centrist and not right-wing person. So what does that say about me? The video he showed me was when he was 16 and he was a very hard Republican child. And I thought it was so cute on how silly and insane that it is that people will teach their children this type of rhetoric, or wherever he learned that type of rhetoric from, to support a right-wing person. I mean, obviously he lives in a red state too, right? So I do take that in consideration. He's told me that he didn't have the same views that he did when he was a child, and he grew up Republican. His dad is Republican. His family members are Republican. They live in a red state. I thought it was funny to see him being an impressionable child, but also I told him it was very dangerous, because when you have views like that as a child and you don't grow out of them the way that he said he did, which now kind of proves that he didn't grow out of them. Maybe at the time period of knowing him, he wasn't in that same space as he was when he was a child. I was laughing. I was like, "Oh, baby Kobe." I was doing stuff like that. Like, that's what I was doing. I wasn't saying that he could get it. Like, what in the weird shit? Why would I? Number one, he was a child. Number two, why would I like a child, even if we were the same age, or I was at the same age as him, or we were, which I am like also not interested in him because I'm years apart from this person, right? Not that much that is that terrible, but at the sense of thing, no. Education wise, no. The fact of seeing somebody have those type of views and still have it on the internet was concerning to me and funny, because it's just like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're a 16-year-old. How are you on the internet talking about vote for Herman Cain when you can't even vote? Like, what? To other audiences, you know what I mean? To make a whole separate account on to make political talking points, which you can go to this person's page, by the way, and you can see for yourself on how cringe it is. Oh shit, he posted that. This page, yeah, so yes, he posted a video, a picture of me in underwear, to a page where this page is strictly tailored around kids. So the fact that he would expose these kids to this type of material is really disgusting, and tells you he doesn't give a fuck about what these kids are ingesting and what they're taking in. He doesn't care, because for some reason, I don't know what this is, right? Why do I, like you said, Damo, how is it no disencouragement when I'm telling you to stop calling me over and over? Just because I'm not telling you to not text me over and over, I can put my phone down and answer a text at any willing moment. Also, he put up a tweet in the last one of very falsified information, because I went to go search that exact tweet that he posted about him saying, sarcastically saying to a person that we both knew at the time, who was our friend, who was 18, talking about dating a 17-year-old. And was saying, because of the year difference, and he was telling them, he didn't post the picture of it saying, of him saying, leave them just alone, predatory ass. I think the person was the person that they were talking about was like 17 or 16 or whatever. He said that, and then he said something sarcastic about you can't see the tweet anymore. I guess they deleted this stuff about something about talking to somebody who was underage. But this is what I'm saying, spinning the narrative to try to make it seem like because the tweet that he posted from the person is in 2011, by the way, and the avatar from this person is a recent avatar that they changed, number one, which shows you that he's still watching and stalking people who were involved or are involved in my life. To go through this person's page to try to find something, to try to paint the narrative as like me and that person both liked underage people because the year that he made the video, the year that he made the video was in 2011. This year was in 2011. So the fact that he would go to find this from 2011 to try to make it seem like I said, if you don't want Coban, I don't send those pictures. Listen, the weird thing is, in one post, he's talking about me daring. Where is that post at? I don't know who these people are. Where's the post? I never gave him out. We're going to get to this too. I'm going to go skip through some things. Oh, where's the post? Where is it? Wait, why are these not loading? Alright, here it is, right? Here's a post of him saying, look, I was trying to motivate him. Not even in this way. He dared or something like that to say, because he wanted to continue his videos. Mind you, I never sent a picture of my a-hole to him because I was not going to do that. That's what he dared me to do. So I said, you said bare ass, which is the picture that he posted. That also, I posted these type of pictures on Twitter, but he wanted that picture, a picture, and that same picture he also got mad because I posted it on Twitter too. So he wanted a specialized picture, but I'm not giving no fucking specialized pictures. Whatever, right? In this thing, he's talking about it being a dare. But then the other thing, when I send the picture from the dare, he says, if you don't want me, don't send these type of pictures. So it's like, you told me to send it to you as a dare. And number two, after he said that, I never sent him. If he was going to see any of those type of pictures like me, he was going to see them on the internet where everybody else seen them. That's it. That's where he was going to be able to see them. I never sent him any type of picture like that again after that. Because, like he said, if I didn't want him, do not send those type of pictures. And I did not send those type of pictures again. But, I'll say this. If he wants to be a nasty person, I could do what he was doing and post pictures of him with his ass tooted up in the air and blur out his face and his ass, since he wants to do that. But I wouldn't do anything like that. Because it's weird. I never asked him to send me those pictures. So I'm not posting those. A lawyer can see him though. But, okay. Christine. I don't know why he was surrounded by non-black people who he allowed to say the N-word over and over either. That's kind of weird. It's like you have a problem with it now, but you were kikiing with these people, laughing about it. Also, you see how many posts this person is making about me? Why wouldn't I not record these? Part 3 of 3 for this thread. Keep in mind the Twitter conversation of March 2017. Then here she is in April, a month later, confirming those mind games. Number one, this dude was telling me he was going to take his life, which I posted in my article, the dates of my birthday, where I was talking to him. He was saying triggering things, which is what led to this point of this conversation. But when you try to manipulate things to be some type of way for whatever audience, like, and yeah, he would express stuff in therapy. And he also, I have proof of this too, tried to get me to get on a call with his therapist. And I said, no, I don't want to be a part of your therapy sessions. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not a person. I also have proof of him telling multiple people that I was his girlfriend. I was never this person's girlfriend. I unfortunately don't have all of them, but this woman's story isn't fully. It's full of inconsistencies herself, which I expressed early on before she gaslit me later on, before I hit my head on tile over concrete. Even that situation with him hitting his head on tile over concrete, he did not even want to talk about it. And that's another reason why I would tell him that he's a terrible communicator, because he tried to make it seem like his ex-girlfriend was like manipulative and like using him for money and all this type of stuff like that. But when I talked to people who knew this person, he was using money to keep being in her space. He would tell me half things about the situation with his ex-girlfriend. Because when I first met him, we were talking about mental health and anxiety attacks, because on my page, I heavily was talking about anxiety attacks. Like I said, I met him a day after Christmas, and he told me that he had his first anxiety attack, and he found me through a mutual of mine when she commented on something of mine. So the first entirety of knowing him, we just talked about like games, shit friends would talk about, you know what I mean? So like everybody knows who's my friend, I'm a very affectionate person. So yeah, I did tell him I love him and I cared about him. I did. That's what I felt in that moment. That doesn't mean that I forever felt that way in that moment. I cared about him enough to constantly still work through things with him because of the things that he told me about his life. So I was more empathetic and sympathetic to stick around at the beginning phases of knowing him. For some reason, that obsession with his ex-girlfriend, I at the time didn't realize it was obsession, shift to him being obsessed with me. It's like because I was being there for him emotionally and physically, he turned that onto me and started to attach himself to me in that type of way. Whatever his mom did and his dad did and his stepdad did, or Keeb or all these other people, that is his business to deal with. I don't really care. I'm nothing to you. Mm-hmm. Well, I do still stand by saying the things that I said. I don't think I would use that word anymore, but at the time, that's exactly what I felt. This is not here. She is confirming that she had a web. I thought it was about a web of love, but then over time got me thinking. Over time got gaslit into thinking it was only me. There's no web like this. Oh my God. This is disgusting. It is. This is me saying to him, oh my God. Y'all, I have never met somebody so delusional in my life before. This is like insanity. Literally insanity. Coming in on the hour. Thank you, Domo. I'm about to end it. I was just addressing some much needed stuff because I don't want to go into no 2-hour mark or anything like that. I said build to destroy. I destroy hope in something that's destructive to me. Don't see a problem with that in my feelings. See, the second I felt like I didn't matter, I was petty and stopped caring. True, I still stand by that. If I have a relationship with somebody, I'm destroying the bridge to that relationship. A closed door is also me destroying that bridge. Me saying C is me coming into destructive at the end. I am destructive in the end of some of my relationships, especially if they're toxic. I'm going to destroy that relationship. That's what I'm destructive over. I'm going to destroy the relationship with you. Yes. 100%. I stand by that. It wasn't about no web. He's trying to make it. I don't need no web for no fucking loser. Like. Me telling him to stop texting me. Same message. I honestly don't know how else to give a fuck and be consistent. I'm sorry I hurt you and hurt my feelings. I just always knew it would end up like this, so I was protecting myself. I love and care so much about you. I wish it would have worked. I think I'm going back to my aunt's house to pick up the mail. He's saying I gave him my aunt's address. I never gave this fucking loser my aunt's address. Number one, my aunt was going through a great deal of things and would move from place to place. The mail I was getting from her was something involving a family matter, not him. The address that he posted is not my aunt's address. I never gave him my aunt's address. I never gave him any address. He found it and started sending me gifts. Just like on his birthday, he sent me a gift because he didn't want to gift himself something. So when he kept sending me gifts and stuff, I would send money back and I would tell him stop sending stuff to my house. Or like one time, also it came to the point too that, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is it Tuckin? He sent me some shoes, right? And he was like, anything he would send me, he would like beg me to take a picture next to it or beg me to take a picture in it. Like, oh, put on the shoes and take a picture in them and show me. Also, I'm gonna post and show other videos of him on another channel menacing. He has multiple channels he's uploading information about me on. Her confirming the opposite game. How could I not be confused? I have autism and social cluelessness. Listen, I did not know he was autistic. I did say that his reading comprehension was subpar. I still stand by that. I thought that was because he was homeschooled. He never went to a public school or even a private school. He told me that he was homeschooled his entire life. Now, when he told me that his mom was religious, I thought that that was another reason why he was not learning certain curriculum that some of us will learn in school. So this is another reason why I would give him more of a chance to learn things. But I was also, trigger warning. A year before this happened, I was being sexually assaulted by somebody. I was very triggered and I started going to therapy. In that same year, I started going to therapy. I told him the day that he found out about someone else through going through my stuff. I told him that. So I don't have to make a call out post about the person who was sexually assaulting me. I don't have to do that. I don't need to do that. So the fact that in all of these posts he's trying to push me into making posts about certain people is really ugly, and it's really violent to do, to try to weaponize my trauma in this type of way. And also, I am a survivor of childhood abuse, of sexual assault. So the fact that this person is weaponizing my traumas and the things that I've been through in such a violent, gruesome way by saying things like, why won't I call out this abuser? Or why won't I call out this person? And if this person was abusive, why are you not calling them out? If I was currently in an abusive situation, why would I do that? And number two, I don't have to do that. I can be selective about the things that I want to call out. I don't have to publicize every abusive situation I went to. And in this situation would never been publicized if he had left me alone. I did regret meeting him too, by the way. I did regret meeting him. Because like I said, he would just talk to me about things and not talk about the full context of things, but want advice about things, you know. This woman, she calls herself a brat. I am bratty towards the right people. And definitely wasn't him. Why didn't she discourage me? Why did she offer to send me nudes? I didn't offer to send him any nudes. Y'all just seen how he dared me to do, like, at that time, I was showing all parts of my body. It wouldn't be a thing for me to send the front part of myself, or like he was requesting to see my balloon knot. He was requesting to see my balloon knot. I'm so sick. Y'all know I love that word. He was requesting to see it. I didn't show him that. I didn't have to. I'm about to wrap this up too. I just wanted to point out this hypocritical stuff that he's posting on here. And I can also post in the community tab of like screenshots of certain things, because like I said, the people who telling me to just ignore it, I cannot just ignore it. I will not just ignore it. I will not ignore somebody trying to weaponize the abuse that I face. I will not ignore somebody trying to insinuate that I liked them when they were a child. I would not ignore somebody trying to insinuate that I wanted to be with them when he had the money and means to safely fly me out to him and be with him. I didn't want to do that. He was not a safe person to me. I was just trying to inspire him to... He said he still wanted to do his YouTube videos. I was trying to inspire him to find some type of hope within himself. To the point where even in some of his videos, he would leave Easter eggs because I told him... Which I hate that I said this. I told him I was watching his videos. I don't like Sonic. I'm playing Sonic music right now because I think it's funny and ironic. And also these songs that Lars and Nikki showed me are very cute. And the topic matter is people in the Sonic community coming in my space. I don't know much about Sonic. I thought his content was boring. I think it seemed very robotic. I can understand how it was appeasing to a lot of people, but I told him that I was watching it and that my notifications was on for his page. That's not true. I told him I was watching him to try to motivate, because he didn't want to do it anymore because of his fans. So I thought, like, if he had somebody who was supporting him, who he cared about behind the scenes, like watching his content, that he would do it. I would watch like a little bit of it, but I wouldn't watch it in totality. You know, like how you click a stream and you're just like, all right, I came in, I didn't say anything in his comments or anything like that, but I'll see it and then I'll leave. And then he'd be like, did you catch the Easter egg? Nigga, no. Like, what? He would have to tell me some of the Easter eggs. Like one of his videos, I think it's a cat, and he made his character a cat, and he made the eyes green. Green is one of my favorite colors, and the green, he named it that for another reason that I cannot disclose. He told me about that Easter egg in one of his videos. So he would do that type of thing in his videos to get himself like more applicated and familiar with his content again. You know what I mean? We about to wrap it up, y'all. If someone had a mirror, New Times. Erica and John was the ones who felt Rakib was a snake taking advantage of me in numerous ways. I felt bad because I believe he was Christian and struggled with potential homelessness. I don't know the details about it. I just know that when Rakib first came to me during that time, the way he did it was very manipulative and triggering. Now, when the Rakib came to me after I outed Kobe, he did not come to me with his name at first because he was afraid that I would not talk to him, which I will say today was manipulative as him as well. He did not come to me and say those things, okay? Jesus. He did not come to me and say that at first because he thought I was not going to talk to him. Or maybe Robotnik. You know what, Damo? Oh, what Damo said? Lars, I'm playing your playlist. That's why that song played. Rakib came to me and didn't say his name at first. Actually, somebody else hit me up and said there was somebody who wanted to talk to me about some things. And I was talking to this person anonymously, and then later on I found out it was Rakib, and he told me why he came to me anonymously. And I understood. I haven't talked to Rakib in a long time. But he told me some things, and I remember one time, even when Kobe was living with Rakib reached out to me telling me that after I had reached out to him about worrying about Kobe's mental state because he was talking about taking his life a lot, and any of his past acquaintances that he's telling everybody not to believe, he doesn't want y'all to talk to them, obviously, for reasons. But hey, Jessica and John did as well in their own ways. I didn't know. So now he's saying Jessica and John also took advantage of him. I don't get why people are caping for this weirdo. I really don't. That man is dead. Leave him alone. It's like, oh, you guys don't love me anymore. Nobody wants to talk to me. Get over it. Dude, like, oh my God. It's funny that he mentions this Mega Man person because this Mega Man person wanted to assault him because he was mocking his autism. And this Mega Man person has show proof of Kobe mocking his autism. So it's so funny how he's trying to weaponize his autism right now, but he was mocking somebody else's autism back in that time. It doesn't matter how old he was. You were still mocking it, you know? I don't know who Matt Mannheimer is. I don't know who these people are. And the fact that he tried to call himself Drake. Drake is ugly. I'm sorry. I'm just saying it. Drake is ugly, and that's not somebody to compare yourself to. I don't know why he had all these non-black people around him saying the hard ER to him and him screenshot showing him laughing at it. But now he has a problem with it because these people aren't in his life anymore. Do I think they still deserve to be like talked about for saying it? For sure. Because why were you saying it? I do think that he was also enabling them to say these words. He was a horrible communicator. I stand by that still. Alright, here's part 1 of 2 for this conversation thread. As you see right now, she's playing mind games. This was around the time I wanted to see her in person and show interest. What happened to that? Why didn't I see you in person? Woo. Keep in mind, she's not discouraging me, but saying the reason why she's doing this because of inconsistency. No, the reason why I was doing this is because of inconsistency, yes, but that's not why I didn't want to see him. I could see people if I had a boyfriend or not. I've seen people while I'm dating people and I'm in a relationship. Doesn't mean I'm gonna fuck you because I come see you. Like, what? Ew. The reason is she didn't put everything over text because he was allegedly abusive. He was not abusive. The other person that I said I was assaulted by was abusive. They both conspire. Conspire what? Some Sonic loser who can't get over things that happened years ago? Like, what a fucking loser, bro. Like, I was calling him a quitter for how he was treating his life, not a relationship or anything like that. And even if I was talking about a relationship, what is wrong with somebody calling somebody a quitter in a relationship? That doesn't mean a relationship is romantic. I would probably call my friends, not today, but at the time, I would probably call my friends who didn't want to work through our problems quitters, because they are. But if they want to quit, they can quit. That doesn't mean I'm going to force you to continue to do anything because I'm calling you a quitter. Like, I'm not saying you need to continue to work this out. Like, I said, I don't care. Stop writing me. It's done. Still writing me. But I don't really care as much about trying because you'll go back to being pessimistic, petty, bratty, Katie, no matter what I do. I'm tired of hearing how I don't like you because you're not dark enough. Ew. What? No. This dude would constantly send me pictures of other women who he liked or he was interested in, which is another reason why it's weird that he's saying I wanted to be with him. He showed me this one girl, her name starts with a J, who also reached out to me, who was darker skinned. And I'll be like, why are you telling me you like me, but you don't send me women who look like me? That doesn't mean he can't like other people, but that's kind of weird to me. Or why are you not talking about me? Why are you sending me these people, these pictures? You know what I mean? That's not what it was. Weirdo. Alright. Okay, here's the dare again. She keeps saying she never liked me or found me attractive, but here's the proof otherwise. What is the proof? Me talking about a dare? Me worrying about him saying that he didn't eat and that he wanted to take his life after talking to me or calling me and then hanging up probably, and then me saying to eat in frustration because I'm a person who endured and experienced a eating disorder. So a person telling me in that way is triggering to me. I'm a person who lives through having an eating disorder. Like, what? I feel like he deleted something, because this don't even make any sense. I don't know. He keeps posting this same screenshot. Here's some new screenshots for keep shot me. Nothing to do with me. Don't care. What's hilarious is that this woman is still obsessed with twisted stories and lies. She still makes videos on me. Yes, I'm making videos on a weirdo who's taking days and years out of posting me my ad name over and over. Yes, I'm making a video of the loser who's doing that. Yes. She's the one at the end of the day who wanted me to make a video of her. Just like she was the one who pushed me to call out Ricky, who she collaborated with later on. If we scroll back up, right? If we scroll back up, Now, didn't he say that John and Etika was the one who was pushing him to make the video about Rakib? If we scroll back up, where is it? Etika and John were the ones who felt Rakib was a snake and taking advantage of me numerous times, which is why I felt bad, because I believe he's Christian. So all of us pushed him to make the video of a person that he's telling us things about. He told me about the situation. I was like, well, if you feel like, which I think they made a content thing of it, because Etika did the whole thing of an evisceration. I didn't know they were going to do that. I think that's toxic as hell, because if he's saying that Etika and John also use him, I don't know their relationship to that type of tea to know anything about that, but collaborate with later on. I didn't collab with Rakib. Like, she wants to talk about how I'm bringing up the beginning. That's how I got fooled together. All right, I need to get off here. She admits to mind games, wanted to see me liking me. I never admitted to like him. I like who he is as a person. And one in the opposite. Not to mention, she was asking me to beg. Beg for what? She shouldn't have to encourage said behavior. She talks about accountability. In this message, where I am saying beg, let's go over the facts. Let's go over this facts. In this message, where I say to beg me in 2017, does it not say the words never mind, good night, directly after saying beg? The same message, a way that he was cropping another message, he kept sending. Etika was upset at me because Etika was under the assumption that I was currently telling him that I missed him, because Kobe was sending him and his friends cropped screenshots of me saying I miss him. He didn't show the whole message of me saying I miss you, never mind, and he didn't show the date. So when I show Etika the full screenshot of it, which he posted on his page, this loser posted on his page. When I show Etika the full screenshot, he was like, what the fuck? Why would he do that? He made it seem like you were telling him currently that you missed him. I said no. Also, she wants to use her PTSD as an excuse for her responses and behavior, but wants to disregard autism and psychosis. No, I cannot disregard autism and psychosis. I will disregard a person not holding themselves accountable after they have left their psychosis states. To find out now that then he had autism brings a lot of things to perspective, but nobody was aware, as he was not, that he was autistic. Nobody knew this. Do you realize how pathetic that is? She should show her employers her behavior and stuff she supports and mocks, and then parades around the exact opposite. Speaking of which, she's still following Rakib and hasn't made a single call out to him, which I will not make a call out to Rakib. Very selective. Yes, very selective. I am very selective. I am not going to use my energy to call out a person that you feel slighted by. No, I'm not going to call him out. Shows more of her hypocrisy and how she likes to follow and work with snakes. I'm not being entitled to what I do with my time outside. Why delete those tweets? Why not keep them up? She may need to seek help for her own brain. Amber Heard energy right now. Amber Heard was actually abused by Johnny Depp. If anybody with any spectacle of sense would look into that case and know he was actually abusing her. By the way, didn't she defend Amber Heard? Okay, I gotta get off here. That's enough of this. Also, at this wedding, I also have proof of this. He was saying that he was John's best man. And at the wedding, I had found out that they were bummed out by what Kobe was doing, because Kobe kept projecting his mental health on them. And why would I like this? Do you see this person? Ew. Like, bro, no. No. Okay. So yeah, that's the gist of all of this. I'm about to get off of here. I got things to do. I am 20 minutes past my time. Hi JT. I am 20 minutes past my time. Again, this person was trying to say that I liked him when he was underage because I called him cute and I said things like baby Kobe. I think his ignorance was cute. It's cute and sad to be so impressionable. This is the dangers of the internet too. To be a young child on the internet supporting a party of things that you do not understand because of adults around you or whatever you're watching on the internet influences you to believe that way. It's terrifying. Not this dude supporting Elon Musk. Elon Musk has autism and got suckered by someone like Amber Heard. How do you get bullied to be a millionaire? Oh my god. It's no way this person would ever think I would ever date him. It's no way. He is not smart at all. And he's Christian. Y'all believe in y'all Christian stuff, that's fine, but no. Bottom line is, this person is posting pictures of private pictures. My page is private on Twitter. And even if my page was not private, I do not give him consent to post these pictures he's posting of me. And especially to post them to a young audience. Before I leave, I'm going to say this. Listen, you did not waste your childhood on this person. You ingested content like many of us do, and whether the good moments you have from this person, I'm glad you were able to have them. I'm glad that you're not allowing the things that you experienced through your childhood to inflict on you currently supporting and enabling him the way that Kobana rights community had been doing. I don't see them doing it now, so that's good for them. But at the same time, holding this person accountable for what he's doing. I'm glad to see that many people in his posts are saying that he's wrong to post these pictures of me. And a lot of people are seeing how this is not conductive to do. Like, none of this is positive to do. I don't know why he's still you're learning what not to do, what not to be in life. Yes. I think more people in his comments should hold him accountable and stop enabling his behavior. Because actually, hold on, let me find the video real fast. Because I feel like this is important.
Alright, so I'm recording a video right now just to let you all know that, see, I got pretty upset at one point because of what my mom's boyfriend did to her, but to be honest, when I think about it, maybe when I was younger, I should have been like him, because he really knew how to stick it to her to where she didn't act stupid as much as she really did when I was younger, because I don't like that woman.
Trigger warning, by the way.
I don't like my mom. You know, I showed grace. I gave so much money to this Jezebel vessel, and all she did was spit on it and piss on it and trample it, and then turn her back on me, and then prevent me from seeing my sisters unless I gave her money. And then the moment I gave her money, all of a sudden I felt love again, and I was able to magically see my sisters again, and all of a sudden we were a family again. Just like, I guess, when my dad no longer was able to make as much money for her to.
Okay. So that first part of that video, before I go, I gotta get off here. I know I said this before. Um, he's talking about, I don't know, his mom being harmed. Um, some of this content is very disturbing, for sure.
Since you looked at me like I was your son, you know something? I think you do. Because I don't think you love your children, dude. And I don't think you love me. So I think it makes perfect sense for you to tell me I look at you as my own child. So maybe that wasn't a big lie, after all. Either way, though, hasta la bye bye.
I don't know what that has, why he said that. Um, there's multiple videos of him talking about me.
Alright, so I'm recording this to let you all know that blood on the wall.
These are actual videos of him. Very disturbing content, but I did not show the videos, but yeah. I'm gonna get off of here. The gist of it was that this person has been stalking, harassing me. He's still, like I listed at the beginning of the video, what stalking is. He's still stalking me. He expects me not to go and review this content that he's posting about me on his page to very impressionable kids and young adults and maybe other people who have mental health disorders or mental challenges. I want to say that if this content is triggering from you, please do not enable this person and take care of yourself. Most of all, I think it's sad to see his community go through exactly what I was going through. The highs and lows of 1 minute being like, okay, and then the next minute him talking about in the sense of taking his life and being worried because they're not hearing from him and they have to rely on this person named Senpai. What's his name? The dude who's running the Combiner page, which I still think was weird that he posted that I haven't blocked. But even that person, I'm pretty sure, I don't think that he seems to have given up on him, but I'm pretty sure he can now see how draining it is. And he seems to have way more patience than what I had and is being way kinder than I was, for sure. I don't have that level of kindness for somebody who's triggering me. I don't have, or that level of whatever it's driven from. I don't know if it's kindness. I don't know what it is, but I don't have that and I don't desire to have it. I think that community is going through what I went through in the sense of the highs and lows of this person not being okay, to being afraid to disengage because what if he does something to himself, and trying to say positive, affirming things despite him doing terrible things. So those who said I lied about that, you're experiencing it in front of you. The same person who said that he was going to film himself or go on live stream and run himself, just trigger warning, and run himself into a tree at 80 miles per hour. I'm pretty sure many of his fans have proof of him saying this too. Whether he was in psychosis or not, I don't think he cares about how it's affecting other people. So anybody who's not seeing that and not aware of that type of behavior and is enabling this, if you want to send this person money, go ahead and send them your hard working money. Go ahead and send the person who had millions of dollars at one point and refused to do the right things with his money and spending on women. Nothing wrong with spending money on women, by the way. Get how you live. But mismanage his money and use money as a power tool. So, yeah. it doesn't matter how much proof I post. I just need to talk about these things because this delusional loser wants me not to talk about him, but it's constantly like the other pages. I think in totality he's probably had made over 10 pages. The other pages I was fine. I was not fine with, but it was sort of better than this situation because now people who don't know about the situation 5 years later are now finding out about it and coming to me, and the harassment is starting all over again. There's been some encouraging people as well, and some of his fans and past supporters or current supporters who are being kind, but also there is a big portion of people who are harassing me. There's people who I have blocked who creating new pages who following one person who trying to request to follow me. It's like, I know I have you blocked. You following one person trying to follow me on here for what? So if you're a person who's close to me, I'm sorry if this person is, or who was close to me, I'm sorry this person is trying to scrub through your page to find something to say something to you about because they want to paint me as a bad person. I have been a bad person before in my past. Not to this loser. The only thing I did is rejected him. So all of the screenshots he wants to post about the things I said before in the beginning of our relationship, he doesn't want to address the things that I said at the end of the relationship towards him. And that's his delusional problem. I just want him to leave me alone. Yes, I reached out to his sister. Yes, multiple women have reached out to me. I just want him to leave me alone. Or if he's going to do this, be productive. Because what did I do wrong to him? He's saying I manipulated him. I didn't. Even if I did, which I didn't, do the work and move on from it. I've been literally assaulted and abused, and I'm doing the work and going to therapy. I cannot make that person heal me. The people who hurt me heal me. It's that simple, but complicated. But it's about doing the work. But anyway, I thank y'all for being here. I'm going to be going to Twitch and have some fun and do my lecture on my Sunday studies Twitch thinking. Thank y'all for being here. This unfortunately went past longer than I expected. I trust people. There's people I don't trust, but I'm working on my trust and despite the trauma that I've been through. I want to love people. I want to trust people. I'm very affectionate and loving, and I just want to help people. And some people I don't want to help to the point that I'm hurting myself. So thank y'all for being here. I will be keeping this live up to go over some things. Like I said, if there's people who come and watch this and they don't believe me, that's your prerogative. You can believe and support this person all you want to. Just keep your harassment and hate away from me. If you want to say it on your own pages, go ahead and do so. But just to try to use this to fuel your YouTube channel and make some type of drama content, if you want to do that, that's your prerogative. I don't consent to any of that, but if you do it, then that just don't say any hate towards me. Oh, I forgot how to say your name already. Oopsie. Hold on, let me just scroll back up. Oh, is it Gogeta? Oh, Gogeta. Oh, not me not seeing that. Thank you for being here, Gogeta. Don't be down on yourself about you previously supporting this person. Like I said, I don't even fault people who still support him. I don't get it. But if they still support him, they still support him. I don't think that he's going to allow people to help him. So I will see y'all on the Twitchy in like an hour because I need to decompress a little bit, okay? I'm mad I didn't know that it said Gogeta. I love Gogeta though. Love y'all. Thank my babies for being here. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, Damosito Papi, for being here. Best Save Lars, Best Save Rocky, and everybody else who's watching and supporting. Joseph said, I'm sorry all this is happening. I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself. Thank you, Joseph. Hi, Lotus. I love all of y'all. And thank y'all for not being weird about me loving on y'all, because y'all gonna get this fucking love. But yeah, we leaving, Lotus. I'm about to go to Twitch. I gotta get ready. Love and appreciate y'all. Thank you. Bye bye.